So once again, taking your phone calls and emails. So let's start the show off with a bang right now. Let's go to Cara on the line. And remember, when you hear the phone disconnect, keep calling the show. Cara, welcome to Animal House Radio.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, you are very welcome to be had. How are you?
He's such a card.
Good.
So we're talking a little bit tonight about
purebred dogs versus mixed breed dogs.
Or whole wheat versus regular wheat. As I say.
He's
bread.
crazy. So,
Yeah.
what do you have? Do you have any pets?
Yes, I have 4 dogs.
Okay.
And a plethora of cats. I live
Yep.
on a farm, so I'm able to have quite a
Yeehaw.
lot of indoor-outdoor cats and barn cats.
Excellent.
And every single animal I have is rescued.
Excellent.
I did not pay a breeder
Right.
for any one of the pets, and they're like my kids. I love them dearly. And I guess I just kind of think that I would challenge someone to tell me why it would be at all advantageous to ever buy an animal from a breeder. I think I could have a retort to that.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now, here's a question I have for you. Now, I have right now my Labrador is 9 years old. His name is Romeo. He is a purebred lab.
Oh,
now,
okay.
I had adopted him from the SPCA. He was kind of given to me as kind of a little marketing ploy. Don't ask. Long story.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm in the decision right now. Do I get a purebred or do I adopt an animal? Now, in someone in my position where I'm a host of an animal show, I should be, leaning one way, always save and rescue an animal. But then again, from my standpoint, I have to think about a purebred dog. You can relate the history of the animal, and to me, the most important thing is obviously health. So if I can see the history of a breed and the mother and the father and the brother and the sister and the health, to me that could outweigh a decision of getting a dog that's a mixed breed. But I mean, listen. That's just, I'm playing devil's advocate.
No,
At the end of the
I
day,
know.
I agree with you that no matter what the case is when you save a life, when you adopt an animal, you save a life.
Yeah.
There's no argument there. Rescuing animals is probably the most amazing feeling in the world, not to sit there and
you rescued a purebred dog, so it's not like you can't rescue purebred animals.
And my cat that I had for 20 years, Kimmy, she was a tabby, she was an alley cat, and we took her in. I mean, you don't get purebred cats. You can.
Yeah.
But I mean, I took an alley cat home.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
what you said earlier on the program, about 25% in dogs in shelters are purebred, so it's very easy.
That's
to
right.
get purebred
Yeah.
in
Very.
shelters.
Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you an interesting story. First of all, I have my own opinion medically about purebred dogs versus mixed breed dogs. I personally find mixed breed dogs tend to be healthier than purebred dogs, and mainly is because they have, for instance, if you have, let's say, a Shih-Tzu, Shih-Tzus, you usually get the best of both worlds rather than the worst of both worlds. Now sometimes you do get the worst, but more often you get the genetic characteristics, the stronger genetic characteristics coming through in the mixed breed.
Absolutely.
My first dog was a mixed breed German Shepherd Collie Cross, and he lived till he was 17, and so he did really well. Now, I'm embarrassed to say that I own a purebred Boston Terrier, which I paid a ridiculous amount of money for.
You bastard.
And I after I've done it, now that I've done it, I feel a little embarrassed because it's kind of cool that I have a purebred dog, but realistically,
A dog is an animal.
was a much more. I liked my first dog the best, and he was the only non-purebred dog I've ever had.
I can't even distinguish the difference between a purebred or something that's not a purebred. And the great thing about I'll tell you this, Cara.
What do you mean in terms of looking at them?
At the end of the day, if you love animals, you love animals.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You'll be like,
Loving
is that
the animal over the breed.
how many times people always say, oh, do you have a retriever? Is this half this? And I say, no, he's a Labrador. People always ask that question. So I think no matter what the case is, you're always going to be asked the question what type of breed your animal is.
Yeah, people are curious. But
People are very curious, and they always think there could be that little 10 or 20% little mix in there because, hey, his nose is brown, and it really shouldn't be. So there's always that really interesting thing that can happen with it. But, Cara, you brought some really good stuff. We have your phone number. I'm not sure if we do or not, but Janelle will get your number, and you are automatically entered in to the beautiful contest at the
cool.
Intercontinental Toronto Center. So this week and next week, you can be entered in. The more times you call, the more times you are entered. That's
great.
It's amazing. 5-star hotel. Imagine you, one of your dogs, not all 4 of them, and you get to bring a human with you.
Oh, that's nice too.
To a 5-star. I've stayed at a 5-star hotel once.
I don't think I ever have. I'm not sure.
5-star.
Wow.
Okay. They wash you for you.
Right,
They don't provide soap. There's a guy in the shower, and he just sprays you with soap.
There you go.
It's incredible. Cara, thank you so much for your call. Have a great weekend. That's Cara on Animal House Radio. Janelle's quickly going to take her number. Call the show right now if you're listening. 1-877-885-PETS. It's 1-877-885-7387 or info@animalhouseradio.com. And once again, you have to call up to be entered into this great contest. So Cara is entered in.